Hey, you, yes, you. Remember the compass? No? Remember the Patriot? No? That's okay, because now there's a new compass, and that also means that there's no more Patriot. This car is 2-in-1. We are here in Texas, and even though it's cloudy and not very hot, we've come here to drive the new compass range. That's everything from a 4x2, a 4x4, and this, the top of the range Trailhawk. We've come here to this amazing track. We've gone through mud, we've gone rock hopping. It's a lot of fun. So we're here to tell you how this new car goes.
The new Compass really does replace both the old one and the Patriot. Neither car made much of an impact in Australia, so nobody will miss the amalgamation. It's based on Fiat Chrysler's small wide platform, which has produced the Jeep Renegade and the Fiat 500X. Under the skin, everything forward of the rear front seat is Renegade. Behind the front seats is an extra 66mm, and pretty much all of it has gone on rear legroom. That makes the back a good place to be. There could be up to 3 engines available, a 2-litre and a 2.4 litre petrol and a 2-litre diesel. The 2-litre petrol would only come with front-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive has been confirmed for Australia, but not the 2-litre. That seems simple enough. If it's a petrol all-wheel drive you're after, it will definitely have the Renegade's 2.4 litre petrol with 129 kilowatts and 237 newton metres of torque. And that's the engine we drove in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive Trailhawk. We also got to try both 6-speed and 9-speed automatics. If we were betting types, we'd put a tenner on 4 models: Sport front-wheel drive, Longitude front-wheel drive and 4x4, Limited 4x4 and Trailhawk 4x4. The all-wheel drive system is called Active Drive, and as expected of a Jeep, is pretty nifty. It gets niftier in the Trailhawk, where it's called Active Drive Low. Active Drive Low picks up another mode to add to the 3 that already exist as part of Select Terrain. Joining snow, mud and sand is Rock, which means a final drive of 4.33 and a crawl ratio of 20:1. It also rides about 25mm higher on higher profile all-season tyres on 17-inch wheels. It means it can do this, and this, and this. The new interior is light years ahead of the old one, with good materials, some lovely details, and the 4th generation Uconnect media system, which is so much better than anything before it.
So I've driven 3 of these cars, 4x4, Trailhawk and Limited, and 4x2. And these things, they're a big step up. They really are. There's far less of the slack that I've come to expect from Jeep. And it's a more cohesive thing. It is a different car to the rest of the segment. Most of the other cars, they handle, there's a real focus on handling, whereas this car is handling, it's got the ride, but obviously it's got the off-road chops. So the way people are going to buy this car is going to be quite different to, say, a CX-5 or a Tucson or whatever. They're going to be looking at this for the extra stuff. The new Uconnect system is so much better. It's so good. It's snappy, it's quick, it's got CarPlay, it's got Android Auto, and that for me is a big deal in this segment, because not every car's got it, and it's gonna be a couple of years before they all do. What I really like about this car is it's so quiet. It's a really quiet, easygoing ride. The tyres are quiet, there's virtually no wind noise, and we've had this thing up to 75 miles an hour or about 120 k's, so it's quite something. It's a good, happy surprise for me from Jeep, and that's a good thing. The engine, look, I'm not a fan. It's the 2.4 litre Tiger Shark from the Renegade Trailhawk, so 129 kilowatts, about 240 newton meters of torque. Look, this is a heavy car, so this is well over 10 seconds to 100, and that's a bit on the slow side. So yeah, look, I'd prefer a bit more poke. None of the cars in this segment are particularly quick, so it's not really a deal breaker for most buyers in the segment, I think. We've driven it here in Texas. Some of the roads are terrible, some of the roads are great. Some of the roads are not really roads, and the off-road stuff in the Trailhawk, that was great. It was so easy to drive in very difficult conditions. They were deliberately difficult. Yes, Jeep, made sure it could do it, but some of the roads, some of the challenges were pretty stiff, so it was easy. We just stuck it in rock mode, and away we went. Didn't even need hill descent control. The brakes were that good and that easy to live with. So yeah, look, it's a good car. Like any international launch, we haven't driven the full Australian spec, and nor have we covered any time on Australian roads. But the roads we did cover, they were a lot like Australia. They were kind of a cross between Tasmania and New Zealand and a bit of, well, English B road actually. No one's ever said that. Anyway, it's a good start. It feels good. It feels so much better than any other Jeep before it, and it feels even a hell of a lot better than the Renegade on which it's based. Don't even bother comparing it with the old Compass. It's a completely different car. So we should be seeing this car in about 8 or 9 months, and we'll know more, and that's when we'll know how much it costs. But from a technical and driving point of view, we seem to have got off to a very good start. And if you want to learn more about this car, click on the link here, and don't forget to subscribe.